Hey guys, this is C-Moe from C-Moe Builds, and today we're going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars Set 7666 Hoth Rebel Base. This set contains 548 pieces and appears in Episode 5. This is a 2007 set. Let's look at the minifigs. Here are the three main minifigures to the set. On the left is Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder piloting outfit. He has his Red 5 helmet on. He has a traditional Luke Skywalker face. We all have a Luke Skywalker and we know what his face looks like. He also has a blue lightsaber with a dull handle. In the middle is Dak, Luke's co-pilot in the Snowspeeder. He pilots the turret in the back. He is also in his Snowspeeder piloting outfit and has the same helmet as Luke except in blue markings on the top. He has a traditional smiling face. On the right is K-3PO. This is the only set to ever come with K-3PO to this point. He is the same as C-3PO. All his pieces are the same detailing, except he has white for Hoth, I guess, is what it's supposed to resemble. Alright, let's look at the back of the minifigures now. Luke Skywalker and Dak look very similar from the back. You can see part of Luke's red stripe on his helmet, however. And K-3PO just has a little bit of detail on the back of his torso, but nothing much on the entire figure. Let's look at the two types of soldiers now. Here are the two different types of soldiers in this set. There are two of each, however they are the same, so I'm only going to show you one of each. On the left is a rebel soldier. He has a white helmet with goggles that can be moved over his eyes. He has the same face as Dak and has very nice body printing on the torso. He has a blaster. And on the right is a snowtrooper. He is similar to a stormtrooper, however dressed a bit more warm. He has a white helmet that has holes in it to where you can see his head, which is completely black, just like stormtroopers. And his torso is nicely detailed as well. He also has a blaster. Let's look at the back of them. On the back of the soldiers, you will see that there is a backpack attached under the head on the rebel soldier. And on the snowtrooper, there is a backpack included as part of the helmet that is attached to the back of it, and there is no detail really on the back of either their helmets or their legs. Let's get on to the Rebel Snowspeeder. Here is the Rebel Snowspeeder. This piece has 3 stickers attached to it, one right here, and one in the cockpit for the control panel. So let's start with the guns here on front. There are no flick-fire missiles on this Snowspeeder, however, these are just for looks. Here are the engines that can be removed just by pulling them off. Actually, sorry, there's 5 stickers on this set. One under each of the engines. Sorry about that. So both those engines can be detached like so. And if you spin this here on the back, this here will also spin. And the wind flaps can also be pulled up. There is nothing under them. That is also the exact same on the other side. On the back, you will notice a hook that was used to destroy the AT-AT in Episode 5 on Hoth. In order to access this, you simply move this up. And then by using this, you can make it go down or up. There is no AT-AT included in this set. However, it's good if you get an AT-AT. It goes well with this set for this feature mainly. So that hook is just tied on to the string very loosely. It has fallen off on me several times, so make sure you tie it tight if you're going to get this set. Here is the cockpit. It can be accessed 2 ways to get to the front person. You can either move it up like this and kind of keep this part down, or the easier way and the better way, you can pull this all the way up so you can access both cockpits, Luke's and Dak's. So they simply fit in by putting their feet, or actually that'd be their butt, on the studs there. And there's the control panel sticker I was talking about. I'm sure you can see that. So his legs just attach like this, and Dak's do the same. It shows in the instruction manual that you can take the lightsaber and kind of just slide it and put it up against this wall here. It works, it gets the job done, but if you're going to fly this upside down, that may rattle around in the cockpit a little bit, so that's unfortunate. And Dak has to be laid down pretty far because when the cockpit closes, it can hit his head if he's not sitting down far enough. So that's what it looks like with the 2 Rebel fighters in there. And on the bottom, this goes into part of the Hoth base that I will show you in a little bit. So that's the Snowspeeder. Now let's move on to the crane that works on the Snowspeeder. Here is the crane that does maintenance on the Snowspeeder. It can comfortably seat one person here on the seat and has a lever right here that can be accessed by the person in the seat. There are 2 transparent orange pieces resembling lights on the back of the seat. This entire thing is made out of the color yellow. On the bottom, there are plates here that give it a firm base to carry things that are almost as heavy as the crane itself. It is made out of a bunch of Technic pieces and can be moved by this ball joint here, like this. the part on the end that lifts things can also be moved. And the main function of this in the set is to carry the engine that's on the Snowspeeder like this. It just attaches like so, and it can carry it with ease because of the strong base, like I said. So that's really all that the crane is supposed to do in this set. Now, let's look at the turret that is for the Rebels. Here is the Rebels turret. This looks fantastic in my opinion and matches with the Hoth colors of gray and white. This has a decorative turret here on the front that doesn't shoot anything. This entire turret can spin 360 degrees. And there are these two buttons on the side of the top that can be pushed, and they shoot a blue lightsaber at people. Not actually the lightsaber, but the blade. The same piece used on blades. One of these. So that's what it shoots. There is also a spot for a Rebel to stand. There is no sticker or no control panel in there. So that is kind of lame. But everything else on this turret I think is great. I think it looks good too. So now let's look at Darth Vader's probe droid that spotted the Rebel base. Here is the probe droid. It is standing on a white base plate, which is supposed to match the snow, so I like that. There's also a clear piece that is making it look like it's hovering, kind of. The entire thing is black for the most part. There are two transparent orange pieces that I guess resemble eyes of some sort, or maybe it's blasters. And here are kind of the tentacle looking things that it had in the movie. Here is its antenna that gave it signal. And this is a very basic design, but I think it looks good, and it resembles the probe droid used in Episode 5 perfectly, I think, with the base plate and the transparent piece keeping it above the ground. I think it makes it look very nice. So now let's look at the flick fire cannon for the Imperials to use. Here is the flick fire Imperial cannon. This is one of two things, this and the probe droid, that the two snowtroopers have to defend against an entire base, a turret, Snowspeeder, a Jedi, and two Rebel soldiers. So this is a very unfair fight, but this is the really only thing that you have play features in for the Imperials. So there is a mini crossbow here on the side that is for decoration, I suppose. This is also decorative here on the front. There is a clear base plate that it's standing on, and three antennas to make it look like it has legs. Here, there are two lightsaber blades that can be flicked. However, they don't always work. Yeah, they're pretty weak, so I really wish that the one thing that can actually shoot for the Imperials would have been powerful, more like the turret that the Rebels have, just to make it a more fair combat, but really nothing I can do about that, so I'm just here to review the set. So let's get into the Hoth Rebel base itself. Here is the Hoth Rebel base. This is a very basic design with minimal play features, however it does get the point across, and it even has the sliding doors. So let's get into it. Here, there are very nice rock pieces that are white and have blue to resemble ice. They both have the exact same painting on them. Here are the main doors. I will get to how those open once I get to the back of it. There are lights here, and that has to do with how it opens. So that's really it for the front, so now let's take a look at the back of the Hoth Rebel base. Here is the interior of the Hoth Rebel base. The doors, well, they look good, but as for opening, they're not that great. For me, the left door, if you're looking at it from the interior, it opens fine. I have no trouble with the left door. However, when I get to the right door, this thing, it always wants to break, or, like, look, it's already, like, it goes up when I do that and it breaks. So, unfortunately, when I want to open mine, I have to slide it. I don't know if that was a building flaw or if it just doesn't like me. But either way, it, even the left door for me sometimes doesn't work. However, it's way more consistent than the right door. So that's really it for the sliding doors. There's plenty of room for many minifigures to funnel out. And the Snowspeeder can even fit flying in. Let me just show you guys. It can go flying out. Just like that. Tight squeeze, but it is possible. Just put that to the side. There are 3 stickers on the interior. All of them are on this side. Here there is a small control panel. And if you can see there, it is a Death Star sticker that can open up. And not sure if you can see that. Kind of looks better from that side there. And here there are a few tools. There is this thing and a pickaxe here that you can use to pick at the ice. Neither of those were featured in the movie, but just gives you some more things to play with. And closing the doors is the same way, but I'm not going to embarrass myself again and try and close that. So, you may be wondering what this is. It's not a seat, no. It's for the Snowspeeder. Like I said, there is this stand here on the bottom. This part right here. And it can just be slipped right into here. And this is, I think it's really nice. If you pull this way away like this, the Snowspeeder can turn almost 360 degrees. The end of the turret hits it, however, but enough to where you can do work on it, or if you want to make a scene, then you have plenty of room to do that. So that's really it for the interior of the Hoth Rebel base. So let's get to the recap. This was a fantastic set for 2007 at only $50, which is almost 10 cents a piece, which most sets back then were 10 cents a piece. Set prices have definitely increased over the years, but if you want to get this set really badly, you could probably get it on eBay for $100 or so, new and sealed box, which isn't a terrible deal, but there are very minimal play features and little detail to this set. The ice pieces, however, the blue ice pieces look great in my opinion. That is probably the best part of this set. And there are a couple flick-fire missiles, which I guess that's cool. They don't look that great, like these lightsaber handles sticking out here and there. They don't look all that great, but they do provide a little bit of play feature. The minifigures, they're kind of plain, except for K-3PO. This is, I think, the only set as of right now that you can get them in. Tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong on that. But, you know, this set does give you a lot of things to play with, and there is very little detail on the Hoth Rebel base itself, so that kind of takes away from the value, considering that's the main part of the set, and that's what most people get it for. So, that concludes today's review on the LEGO Star Wars Set 7666 Hoth Rebel base, and I will catch you guys all in the next LEGO Star Wars review. Bye-bye.